Good evening. So I was thinking earlier today while I was working how I wanted to do another about me video, and I'll probably do a couple of more like based on different or through different categories. But and I wanted to do it outside while I still had some daylight, so I'm getting the latest start. But that said, I'm on Truity website, and I just created the account today. And Truity is Truity, and the test I'm going to do is measure your big five personality traits. So I'm going to do this kind of quick, and it's blind for me. I've never done this before. So but it's the big five personality test, and it looks like you get a free basic report. But it says to explore your personality with the highly respected five factor model, aka the big five. You'll see how you stack up on five major dimensions of personality: openness, conscientiousness, agreeableness, extraversion, neuroticism. So openness, how open to new ideas and experience I am. Conscientiousness, if I can talk, how organized and goal oriented I am. Agreeableness, how accommodating and sympathetic I am. Extraversion, how energetic and outgoing I am. And neuroticism, how vulnerable am I to stress and negative emotions. So the Big Five model of personality is widely considered to be the most robust way to describe personality differences. It is the basis of most modern personality research. This 60 question, so I may not have time to knock it all out, but I'm going to try. Even if I don't do it all while I'm on camera here, um, I definitely, knock it out and share the results. Um, this 60 question inventory is based on questionnaires used in professional research settings and will evaluate your personality on each of the five factors. So take it. And let's see here. And if you guys would please excuse me because I'm going to be, of course, reading. So I just try to look in the camera as often as I can. But and I looked at sunset. It is 7:35. Sun is supposed to set at 7:55 in 20 minutes. Um, so it's five dots, and looks like inaccurate, neutral, and accurate. So inaccurate, of course, is going to be 1 and 2. Neutral is 3 in the middle. Accurate is 4 and 5. So I accept people the way they are. It's pretty accurate. So for me, that's going to be all the way to the right. Um, I believe in the importance of art. Accurate. It's 5. Actually, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So again, 1 and 2 being inaccurate, 3 being neutral, 4 and 5 being accurate. My moods change easily anymore with this stage in life. I'm going to say accurate. Wasn't always like that. I take care of other people before taking care of myself. I gotta do better, but I would say that is accurate. And that's another thing I got to thinking about, like self-care, self-love, um, showing up and being there for me. I am always prepared. Um, I try to be a like organized person, but always gonna put neutral because no stuff just comes out of nowhere. But I try to, you know, situate. So I'm gonna go neutral there. I have a vivid imagination. A vivid imagination. Yeah, I used to. Even as a child, I would daydream. Yeah. I feel comfortable around people. Yeah, I would say that's accurate. Now, I am a introverted type, but I can get out there. I often feel blue. No, no, thank the Lord. I get down like anybody, but no, it's not an often thing. So I'm gonna go inaccurate there. I am the life of the party. No, it's inaccurate. I can, like I say, put myself out there, but I'm not the life of the party. I treat everyone with kindness and sympathy. I believe so, but I'm actually going to go with 4 here because I work in customer service and sometimes I like working with people and all different personalities. So I will confess it's made me a little bit jaded. So, but I do try to be kind, as a habit and sympathetic or empathetic or what have you. I'm not a rude person. I get chores done right away. I can procrastinate anymore. Like I try to keep order, but anywhere I am, like yeah. So right away, I'm gonna say I'm actually gonna go neutral there. I would like to put 4, but if I tell myself the truth, I'm just gonna put neutral. And actually, too, it can depend on the situation or like what's happening, or how something looks too. I have a kind word for everyone. I try. I do. But I'm actually going to put 4. Because, like, if you have nothing, nothing nice to say, it's best to just not say anything at all. That's true. I am skilled in handling social situations. I like to think that I am. Yeah. And then I'm customer service, so, I have to work with people. So I'm going to put yes to that. Um, so that's page 1 of 5. So next. I often feel anxious about what could go wrong. I'm going to put accurate. Yeah. Um, I start arguments just for the fun of it. No. That's inaccurate. I often worry that I am not good enough. No. But I am going to, on the inaccurate side, 1 and 2. Well, no, that's inaccurate. That's inaccurate. I have to, talk to myself, but no, that's not something that I worry about. I find it difficult to get to work. Um, that's inaccurate. But actually, on the 1 and 2, well, no, that is. I'm not like a more. Actually, on the 1 and 2 inaccurate, I'm gonna put it on the 2, not to the far one, but I am gonna put that on the 2 because any more like to get going. Yeah. I stay in the background. I try. So, but I'm gonna put that on the accurate side, like 1, 2 neutral, 4, 5. I'm putting it on the 4. There are many things that I do not like about myself. Inaccurate. Everybody has like things, but like no, try to keep myself going. And I seldom feel blue. Seldom feel blue. I'm gonna put neutral. Because like anymore, I want to do the motions, so I'm just gonna neutral this one. I do not like art. Inaccurate. Love art. I stop what I'm doing to help other people if I can. So I'm actually gonna put that on the 4, 5. I'm putting that on 4. I change my plans frequently. Nah. I try to adapt, but I'm not just like changing stuff because I need the order and organization. So for this one, I change my plans frequently. That's going to be inaccurate. I feel comfortable with myself. I do. But on the actually on the 4 to 5, I'm going to put it on 4 because I'm really trying to get in my skin again. But I'm not uncomfortable with myself. I avoid philosophical discussions. I have been in some conversations. I've taken the psychology class, yada yada, but anymore, I am gonna put I'm gonna put accurate for now. Yeah, but I'm not in those conversations. No, no, we're not philosophizing. All right. Oops, you missed something. Go back and answer. I missed a question. Okay. I am often troubled by negative thoughts. No. So on the, excuse me, on the inaccurate 1 and 2, excuse me, on the inaccurate 1 and 2, I'm going to put that at inaccurate. Am I shy? I can be, absolutely. Soft-hearted. Mm-hmm. Tense. Yeah. Inquisitive. I tend to, yeah. I can have some questions. Forgetful. It's starting to. I'm afraid it don't become a thing, but yeah, I'm going to actually on this one. I'm going to put, cause it wasn't always the case too, but some things is like where I am in life, if I'm being honest. So here, excuse me, I'm going to put on the accurate side, but I'm going to come into number 4, not at 5. Reserved. Yeah. I'm going to actually put that like. I'm going to put accurate. I'm going to still put accurate. I can, like they put myself out there, but that's not immediately me. Agreeable. I believe I can be agreeable. Yes. Nervous. Yeah. I'm a nervous type, anxious type. Creative. Yes, I am. Self-discipline. Yes. Outgoing. I can be, but I'm gonna put that like anymore again, and a lot of something like I say, this is blind for me. So, um, outgoing. I'm gonna put that into to 4 on the accurate side. So 4 and 5. So 4. Charitable. Accurate. Moody. Becoming. Yeah. Like I said, it wasn't always like that, but yeah. Organized. Yes. Talkative. I can be. And like I say, even my job too, I have to be. So I'm gonna put accurate. That doesn't mean that I always want to be. Imaginative, yes, accurate. Humble, yeah, I believe so. Pessimistic, no, I'm not. Actually, I'm gonna put that into on inaccurate side, coming into 2, not 1 and 2, but coming into 2. Because I try to see the bright side. So, I mean, I'm not the optimist, but I'm not pessimistic either. Um, and I'm not neutral on it. Next step, 4 or 5. 4 or 5, moving right along. And I still got good light. Okay. I have a lot to say, even if I don't say it. But honestly, I don't think so, really, because even like now, I have to organize my thoughts in doing this. I'm doing a test. So it depends on what's being said. So I'm actually going to neutral that. I'm going to just neutral that. I enjoy going to art museums. Accurate. Excuse me. I always make good use of my time. Not always, but I do try. So I'm going to move that in 4 or 5. I'm going to bring that into 4 on the accurate side. Because I do try. I mean, I think about stuff, even if if the good use means doing nothing, but there's good use for me. So, um, I am interested in the meaning of things. If it matters. I mean, I'm not like the ponder in that regard, but I will put accurate depending on what it is. I try to get behind it or try to figure things out. I avoid taking on a lot of responsibility. I'm going to neutralize that. I'm going to neutral that for now. Um, I don't like to draw attention to myself. Accurate. I don't. I feel I am better than other people. Inaccurate. I make friends easily. I believe I do, but I'm gonna bring that in of like 4 or 5. Um, because I'll speak, you know. Let's see. And I would maybe once upon a time I would be that one that I don't meet a stranger, but at the same time, um, because as I'm getting older too, and it's going more into myself, and I have this, like having that balance of introversion and extroversion, but I do believe I can make friends easily. I make plans and I stick to them. I try, but I'm going to bring that into because like if I'm making a plan, then I definitely try. But like I don't. If I'm like invited or what have you, you pretty much the answer you're gonna get from me is what I mean up front. So, as far as like sticking to something, if I can RSVP, then I'm sticking to it. But if I can't, then you'll know. So I make plans and stick to them. I'm gonna bring that in the 4 or 5 of accurate. I am not interested in abstract ideas. Uh, anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna neutral that one because it's enough to just try to really like stay grounded. So I need my order. I need to be able to yeah. I criticize other people. We all don't want to, but not out of habit. There's something that I try to catch myself because I can only imagine the things that I've said or done, and I'm being criticized. So Um, I'm actually going to. That's not something that I practice. So, but I'm going to bring that into inaccurate because that's not a me thing. Just to, just criticize people. No. Um, I don't talk a lot. None of this. I like you have to. So like like before like the reservation. Let me see. It's like I have to, so I'm going to. I don't. Wait a minute. What was the other one? Like I do talk a lot, but I don't talk a lot. For this one, I don't even remember what I said back on the other one. I don't talk a lot. Cause I'm reading this here. I'm gonna put um bring it in for like accurate, but the number 4 because I don't have like a lot to say, anymore, but like trying to carry a conversation. I enjoy hearing new ideas. Um, I'll listen, but it depends. And plus, my circle is so small, so I enjoy hearing new ideas. I let someone present, so I actually just bring that in on accurate, and but at number 4, it's important to me that people are on time. Yeah. I understand, like if not, and so I'm not going to like big, but yeah, it's important because I'm one of those ones. I try to show up early, um, or early enough. And then last page, 5 of 5. What is this? Oh, the questions on this page are optional, and your answers do not change your personality results. How often do I read books? Okay, because it is one of those sites. So let's see. How often do I read books? I love to read. I'm not able to read as often as I would like. So I'm actually just going to, the responses are daily, weekly, monthly, rarely, and never. I'm just going to put monthly here. So at least try to pick something up. How often do you watch movies? Now here, this is daily. Yeah, I'm watching movies. Um, What is your favorite movie that you watched in 2024? I don't have one, so not applicable. What is a favorite book that I read in 2024? Same, it's not applicable. In general, what genres do I prefer? Ah, horror. Yeah, mystery. Mm-hmm. Uh, some drama, some action. I have to be up for it. The other comedy, romance, science fiction, and nonfiction. I have to be up for comedy, but I will check comedy. And then I check romance last. It's no order, but yeah. What is my age? I am pushing 50, guys. So I don't mind answering that. So I'm between 46 and 55. And what is my gender? I don't mind answering that. I'm a woman. And now let's see here. Score it. The Big Five personality test. My openness, I'm at the 85 percentile. My conscientiousness, I'm at the 75. Extraversion, 46. Agreeableness, 92. Neuroticism, 50. My traits in action, you have a, well, will it let me? Okay, I have to unlock full report. So here we go. And it's supposed to be free. Free. So let's see. And maybe they'll send it. Are they sending it to my email? Get my report. Alright, let's see here. Oh, what the bomb blasted, they got me. They say $29. I'm not paying that. I should have known. What is this? No. Alright, let me see if there's a, because sometimes you can get something. Personality patterns. Oh, that's rude. So yeah, well, I'll see if I can find a actual free one, because sometimes you can get something like, even if they'll send something to your email, just something you just general. But yeah, it just gives you the numbers. And then all it says that's readable is my traits in action. You have a highly creative and imaginative way of thinking, and I often see connections that others do not. I am uninterested in the dull facts of a situation, preferring instead to interpret its meaning and implications. And then it just kind of it fades out from there. So yeah, it's $29 to get my full report, and I'm not paying that. So that's what I have, and I have finished this up, and I still have a little bit of daylight. So until next video.